hardworking kid, only a few months in this wrestling business. Keep at it, man. I don't see a cup in your future, I see a championship in your future.
They've got the jitters out. This is what happens when the jitters are gone. They've seen a match now. They've seen two other guys go through it. There's no butterflies. They just want to advance.
This really wasn't about all pro wrestling tonight. This is about professional wrestling in Northern California. Everyone in this tournament are winners. It's about coming up. It's about paying your dues, working hard. And they did that for you fans tonight.
APW faithful, I am Stephen Lawrence. Welcome to the second round of the 2012 Young Lions Cup right here on APW Gym Wars. Last week's first round tournament action featured 4 action-packed tag team matches. Well, last week's teams are this week's competitors in one-on-one action. Today, we will see from the United Kingdom, Jutler taking on his teammate from last week, Darren Dean. Last week, these two men were victorious against Shoop Shellhammer and the All-Stars, Levi Shapiro. Also today, we will witness power versus power as APW boot camp graduate Damien Grundy takes on J.R. Kratos. Last week, these two powerful men defeated Chris Cali and Joe DeSole in tag team action. It will be Grundy versus Kratos one-on-one this afternoon. Also this afternoon will be Hawaii versus Russia as Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb takes on Sasha Derevko. Last week, these competitors defeated Ray Rosas and Brian Tannen in tag team action. It will be one-on-one action as Cobb and Derevko face off today. Also today will be a high-flying, acrobatic one-on-one bout as APW bootcamp graduate Mikey J takes on last week's teammate Daniel Torch. Last week, Jay and Torch defeated Sledge and Tenchismo. Jay, Torch today. Who will advance to the semifinals of the 2012 Young Lions Cup Tournament? Let's find out right now on APW Gym Wars.
I'm all pro, and you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pick and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro, and you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pick and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro.
APW faithful, welcome to another exciting edition of All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars, a very special edition, the second round of the Young Lions Cup 2012. Shane Stoli.
JJ PURDUM, this is Jutler getting set to make another grand entrance, an impressive showing in the first round, now taking on his tag team partner here in the second.
Taking this match to the ring first, representing the UK, from Swindon, England, weighing in 180 pounds, Jutler.
It's going to look a little different, APW faithful, as now Jutler takes on his partner from the first round, Darren Dean.
Darren Dean's got an uphill battle. Jutler is a fantastic athlete, not well liked here by the fans at Gym Wars, but just an amazing specimen nonetheless.
He's made a phenomenal name for himself all over Europe and now looking to make a splash here in the States. Darren Dean, very impressive in the first round, teaming with Jutler earlier in the tournament.
I don't know. This is going to be an interesting matchup, but my money, I mean, I've seen a little bit more of Jutler, I got to be honest, so my money's on Jutler in this match.
We've only got 8 more men and one of those 8 are going to end up becoming the Young Lions Cup winner. We've already paired it in half from the original 16.
So you're counting these 2 here?
Of course.
Okay, because I was going to say, well, we've only got 6 besides these 2. But with your math, it would be right.
But if you were to take 6 out of 8, carry the one.
As Scott Steiner would say, Darren Dean has a 33% chance, but when you consider Kate Jutler doesn't have the fans behind him, that's another 27% for Kate Jutler. So he's got a 142% chance of winning the Young Lions Cup tournament.
One of the most phenomenal interviews of all time, very Ric Flair-esque from Scott Steiner. A side headlock from Kate Jutler in the second round match against Darren Dean, his former tag partner. Shoulder tackle, and Jutler still up.
I'm surprised that Kate Jutler was able to get the advantage in that shoulder tackle. Darren Dean has a bit of size on Kate Jutler here.
After wrestling tag matches earlier on, it's really going to change your style up to go from tags to singles. It takes a whole different mentality.
Absolutely. The true test of a man is in one-on-one competition, and it starts right here today with Kate Jutler and Darren Dean. This is going to be fantastic stuff. Another side headlock here. Kate Jutler looking to wear Dean down in the early moments here of this match.
Jutler employing a very smart tenacity and keeps going back to that side headlock and just ripping apart the head of Darren Dean.
It's got to be the height. The height advantage is what is giving Kate Jutler the advantage in those shoulder tackles.
Well,
now with the chin lock.
That reverse chin lock right now. And that is phenomenal European-style training that we also see from the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
Just a fantastic move by Kate Jutler, of course, just wearing down Darren Dean here, but Dean firing back, gets up to that vertical base and fires in with the elbow.
Jutler catches an elbow into the stomach, a back elbow, misses, nobody home, reversal. Oh, and a kick right to the breadbasket, and down goes Jutler. Darren Dean with the better on that exchange.
Looked like Kate Jutler was able to block part of that, but Darren Dean still able to take him off his feet and gain control here early in the match.
Darren Dean with a chop. He's had phenomenal training from the ROH star, Davey Richards. Richards, of course, made an impact on Northern California scene years ago.
Jutler able to duck out of the way here, now outside. Oh, jumps back in. Oh!
Oh, just leg sweeps him down and falls in with a rolling senton. And now a standing moonsault. Nicely done from Jutler.
Didn't get all of it, too. See, he missed the target just slightly, and as a result, Dean able to kick out.
That's what cost him from being able to take the victory. And Jutler just driving that boot right into the breadbasket.
Looks like he just hit him with the toe of the boot. I'm surprised Sparky Ballard didn't call him on that one.
Ballard has done a phenomenal job thus far in the tournament. And look at that as he follows through with that big boot right across the face on Darren Dean. Jutler is really intense right now in the second round, Shane.
Kate Jutler is looking to take it all home. I mean, can you imagine how well received Kate Jutler would be if he went back home to Swindon, England with that Young Lions Cup in his bag?
It truly elevates careers. It's already done that for several stars here at APW. Corvus, of course, Perry Von Vicious recently in the Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine, the one that Matthew Thiel kept trying to sell you.
I don't want to talk about Matt Thiel. I'm lucky to have a 4-week break from him. Actually, 5 if you want to count the week before the Young Lions Cup started, so I'm grateful for that.
And I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to work here at All Pro Wrestling.
Big body slam follows up with a nice elbow drop by Kate Jutler. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out by Dean. Dean has got a lot of tenacity here. You know, just drive and firing. Can you imagine how proud Davey Richards would be if Darren Dean showed up with that Young Lions Cup?
Absolutely. There has been so much excitement. Snapmare takeover from Jutler back into that rear chin lock. There's been so much excitement in the fans at All Pro Wrestling and also in the staff. There's so much pride that goes along with being a part of the Young Lions Cup. And if Jutler was to win, Jutler would take so much prestige back home to Davey Richards.
It definitely would mean a lot to anybody to go home with that Young Lions Cup trophy. But, I mean, it just fantastic action here, and both men with a strong desire to take that cup home.
Jutler took a moment to pose down, and that might have been what cost him getting the victory right now. He took a little too long to make the cover.
Fans on their feet in the back just so pumped by this amazing action we're seeing here today.
The fans are glued to the action inside the ring, and they have been the entire tournament. The second round is it's fixing on getting a lot more exciting.
Jutler firing in with those big shoulder tackles. Dean in a bad way here.
And again with a forearm smash right across the face. I'll tell you what, that makes it hard for you to taste food for weeks. I have had that done, and it really hurts. Oh, and just follows it up with a spinal tap. He hurt his foot. He kicked him so hard he hurt his foot, Shane.
Oh, Darren Dean not taking it, though.
Oh, a little bit of a receipt.
Fires in with a big boot of his own, and now K. Jutler in a bad way. Just like that, Dean takes the advantage away from Jutler.
And Jutler now being picked up and now following it up with a couple of forearm smashes to the side of Darren Dean, and Darren Dean is on Woozy Street, Shane.
Absolutely.
Irish whip reversal.
Reversal. Oh, no. Dean fired in. Jutler just taking too long in between moves here.
Jutler comes off.
Oh, see, Dean able to flip out of the way.
Goes for a kick in the midsection. Oh, with an enziguri right to the back of the head. And a German suplex. He holds on. Nice bridge. Gets a 2 count, Shane.
Only a 2 count. K. Jutler showing off just a bit too much, and it's costing him here.
Sparky Ballard in phenomenal position a moment ago for that very quick exchange. Our senior official has done a great job.
Darren Dean firing in with a series of kicks.
And you can hear him resounding throughout the...
Jutler blocks the third. What's he going for here?
Oh, and he just dropped him under the back of his head.
Jutler powerbomb, 2, 3.
And that's it. Jutler advances, Shane.
And the winner by pinfall in 6 minutes and 11 seconds, the male model, K. Jutler.
K. Jutler with an impressive gut wrench powerbomb to pick up the victory here in the second round of the Young Lions Cup tournament. He's moving on to the semifinals. Who's he going to face? Who's it going to be? Mikey J or Daniel Torch? Who do you think?
A tremendous match. He still looks a little winded, but he looks like he's got enough to possibly go on to win. Anybody's game. It could be Torch. I have no idea. Jutler, very impressive. We can't wait to see him in the next round in the Young Lions Cup 2012.
K. Jutler celebrating with the fans. Not that they care, but an impressive victory for K. Jutler and a well-deserved celebration for K. Jutler as well.
The male model is absolutely one professional wrestler.
As an impressive showing. Darren Dean has nothing to be embarrassed about. He gave it his all. A fantastic showing. There was a couple times there I thought he was going to take it home, but he just came up a little bit short.
We have 3 more singles matches in the second round. Stay tuned, APW faithful. We're going to take a commercial. We'll be right back.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
APW faithful, we've got another second round one-on-one match. Earlier they teamed, now they're opponents in the Young Lions Cup 2012. Daniel Torch taking on Mikey J.
Daniel Torch ready for this second round, taking on a tough opponent, All Pro Wrestling Bootcamp graduate Mikey J. This is gonna be a fantastic showdown right here.
Torch, the most popular superstar in all of Modesto, California, taking on Mikey J.
He's more popular than just Modesto, JJ. We've got to give him some credit.
Well, sure. You know, the whole Modesto series, Turlock area.
Of course, not downplaying Modesto's involvement in professional wrestling at all, because that Central Valley area is a hotbed of action. Do some fantastic lucha shows out there in Stockton on a regular basis, I've seen.
Absolutely. They've got a phenomenal following, and that's why his popularity has been just... Look at that, a shake, and he's just eyeballing his opponent. Earlier, they formed a cohesive tag team in getting a victory in the first round. Now they have no choice but to face each other one-on-one.
Oh, Daniel Torch ducks under the grab for the tie-up there by Mikey J. Fires in with some big elbows.
And Torch, follows it up with a drop kick. Not known for his intensity, but look at him just staying right on top of Mikey J.
Well, that's what he's got to do. Mikey J's definitely got a height advantage on him, so Daniel Torch has just got to use his speed and agility.
Look at those kicks, those lightning kicks. He went with the fisherman suplex and only got a 1 count very early on to go for a pinfall.
Fires Mikey out. Oh! That speed cost him there. Mikey J able to get out of the way.
Goes for the avalanche, nobody home.
Oh, Mikey J ties him to the tree of woe. Comes up. Oh!
Just goes right into it with a kick right to the face.
Nasty drop kick by Mikey J into the corner.
That'll ruin your day.
2. Only a 2 count, though. Mikey J not able to pick up the victory. Daniel Torch still has too much left to get pinned here in the Young Lions Cup tournament.
Ed J with a leg drop.
Oh, reversal by Torch, 2.
Torch again going for that pinfall. It only takes 3 seconds, Shane. That is the one thing in wrestling. It only takes 3 seconds to get a victory.
Big suplex by Torch levels Mikey J. Now Torch going for the pin again.
Was that enough?
2. Only a 2 count. So close.
And these
Torch staying right on top of Mikey J.
And that kick just catching him. These two, the smallest men left in the tournament, going one-on-one. That's why it's been so quick, that lightning pace that they've set.
Absolutely. I don't see how they can keep this up all the way through to the finals, though. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's the thing about a hot fire. It can get put out very quickly. Daniel Torch coming right in, going right into Mikey J.
Couple of misses. Daniel Torch didn't look quite sure what he was going to go for there. Settled on the big double axe handle to the back of the head.
He didn't scout him quite well, but it was effective nonetheless.
Oh, what's he going for here?
High risk maneuver with a back suplex. Is he going to make it a back superplex? Oh, Mikey J fights him off.
Torch rolls through, though.
Oh, with a crazy senton off the ropes. Mikey J putting his body on the line in order to try to advance, Shane.
If Jay gets the cover on Torch right here, this could be it.
That tilt-a-whirl senton, was that enough? As he goes for the cover.
Here goes 1. Only a 1 count.
Torch kicks out. Torch has got so much heart. We talked about it earlier on, and that's what's happening right now. There is so much at stake in this match for both men.
I am constantly amazed by the fire and the passion that Daniel Torch displays every time he steps in here in an all-pro wrestling ring.
Both men with huge right hands, and Mikey J with a kick right to the... just flips him over. Mikey J, he could have went for the cover right there, but decides he wants to add more punishment.
Hits him with that big skip over. Now Mikey J going up to the top rope. We saw him hit that senton earlier. I wonder if that's what he's going for here again.
Oh, a senton, beautifully done by Mikey J.
All he's got to do is get the pin.
J with a cover.
1, 2, 3.
That's it. Mikey J advances, Shane.
And the winner by pinfall in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, Mikey J.
The APW Boot Camp graduate Mikey J advances to the next round, Shane Stoley.
Big matchup in the next round. We got Kay Jutler taking on Mikey J. But that's not it. We still got 2 more big second-round matches. We've got Sasha Derevko taking on Jeff Cobb, and Damien Grundy facing off with JR Kratos.
The very finals, there is so much more that can happen. There's no telling who's going to end up winning the Young Lions Cup tournament.
Daniel Torch congratulating Mikey J as Mikey J soaks in the well-deserved accolades here of the All-Pro Wrestling faithful. Moving on to the second round of the Young Lions Cup to face Kay Jutler.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having All Pro Wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
Two falls straight, Rick! My
what you have to do. I want you to get on the phone. I want you to go to the offices. Okay. I want you to get me my... Give me my rematch, Mac. Okay, I got a rematch. Get it. I'm gonna get this son of a... I don't care what you gotta do. You go get me my rematch. This place is... Get out of my way. Blackwell! Blackwell! I wanna... Oh!
Rick! I like the redecorating. Tough loss. Sorry to see it.
Now it's just not the time.
I understand. I understand completely. But I couldn't help but overhear the conversation that you're having with Marcus Mack, and I know he's going to go and talk to Blackwell and try to get you your rematch. And I want you to have this rematch, Rick Lecture. You have to believe me. And I know Larry Blackwell. I know him very well, all right?
You got a past with him.
I do have a past. Yes, I understand. Get your frustrations out. I want to help you, Rick. I'm going to help you get this rematch. All right? I'm going to go. I'm going to follow up the phone call that Marcus just made. I'm going to make another one for myself, all right?
All right.
I want you to get this title match. All right?
All right. I got Mac on it, though.
No, I understand. Two's better than one, though, my friend. Two's better than one.
APW faithful, welcome to the newsroom. I am Stephen Lawrence. We just witnessed the conversation that took place 2 weeks ago between the greatest mind in professional wrestling, Matthew Thiel, and wrestling personified Rick Luxury after Luxury's internet title loss to Will Rude. What are Matthew Thiel's intentions and motivations in offering his services to Rick Luxury? Our cameras caught up with Luxury, Marcus Mack, and Matthew Thiel earlier in the week. Let's see if we can shed some light on that question.
Marcus, I've had a headache for 2 weeks now. 14 days, Will Rude has been parading around with my worldwide internet championship, and I still don't have my rematch.
It's ringing, brother. I'm gonna get this guy on the line. I want it just as bad as you do, Rick. Trust me. We're gonna get that internet championship
So,
match.
Mr. Luxury, I had Mr. Blackwell, Commissioner of All Pro Wrestling, sign that there. That is one rematch for you for the Worldwide Internet Championship against Will Rude next week.
There's a signature and everything, Mac. Look that over. Look that over. Look.
It's legit. He signed it. Next week.
Worldwide Internet Championship. This is legit. Son of a bitch.
Matthew Thiel, you my friend. Man, I could kiss you right now.
Hold on for a second. Wait. Before we get to all that, what's in it for you?
Honestly, Marcus, all I'm trying to do is make everything right with you and the Worldwide Internet Championship. That's all. I'm tired of APW management, especially Commissioner Blackwell, doing the good guys wrong. That's all.
That's what we're tired of. I'm tired of that. You're tired of that.
It's fine.
You got us a rematch.
Rematch next week, Jim Wars.
You got us a rematch.
No fingerprints, no evidence.
Theo, Matthew, let's go get some lunch.
Oh, sandwiches.
Rick, I don't trust this son of a bitch one bit.
Marcus, you got us a rematch. It'll be all right.
Hold up, Theo. Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard it, and it appears to be official. Next week's main event will be the rematch for the Worldwide Internet Championship, as the champion, Will Rude, takes on wrestling personified Rick Luxury. I'm being told that we have Will Rude standing by with his thoughts on next week's championship main event.
Look what we have here. The new Worldwide Internet Champion. Took me a minute, but I got it from you, Rick. You see, Rick, I know you have a rematch clause. I know next week it's you and me for this belt. You see, Rick, unlike you, I'm not going to whine. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to complain. Only thing I'm telling you is to bring it, because so far you ain't beat Pretty Willie. So, Rick, you want this Worldwide Internet Championship? You want the keys back to the luxury suite? Come get it. Now that's just rude.
Strong words right there from the Worldwide Internet Champion, Will Rude. Don't forget that next week we also have semi-final action for the 2012 Young Lions Cup Tournament. Coming up next, we have more Young Lions Cup Tournament second round action. Stay tuned to APW Gym Wars.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
Big country Joe Christophson, here he comes. A big fan favorite, a favorite of a lot of people, like you said, on the web. A lot of boards had him as a top rookie in 2009. That's some big cotton to be walking through there, Johnny. Because, hey, Dave Jutler was also a rookie.
You know, Joe Christophson, and I think he earned that right to be Rookie of the Year. He put up a great effort. He made his debut in All Pro Wrestling in August of 2009. Kind of got thrown to the wolves when it comes to his feud with the association, and he's still feuding right now with the leader of the association, the nice guy, Vinny Massaro. Those matches have been brutal between those men. I'm questioning how healthy he is going into this matchup with those violent matches with the innovator of offense, the innovator of violence, really, in APW, Vinny Massaro.
That's right. Jody has suffered chair shots, and last we saw, he had a plastic bag draped over his head. Vinny Massaro, God only knows what he would have done if Dalton Frost did not come in and make the surprising save. Dalton Frost pulling that bag over, a little confusing, but hey, we're glad to see that Jody's... Oh, BrandonP.net taking advantage of Jody Christophson getting patted down by the referee. And you know what? Usually I'm not in favor of that stuff, Johnny, but hey, this is for the Young Lions Cup, and as you said, a shot at getting that title.
I mean, it's not my thing, you know, taking a shortcut. But, you know, it's like I said, it's a tournament. I'm not surprised this happens. Jody should be prepared for that.
Not your thing anymore.
Exactly.
Cover 1, 2. Oh, that was only one there. Excuse me, only one. And Jody using his power right here. Look at this. Scooping up BrandonP.net. Oh,
there. Nice.
Heads up move there by BrandonP.net. Getting out of the way of that slam, raking the eyes, and again, heads up move, taking out the knee of Jody Christophson. As you pointed out, Johnny, Jody has the size and power advantage, and taking out a big guy's legs is the #1 way to keep him down.
Well, you know, the table has 4 legs. You got to take one down. It comes rickety. And look at BrandonP.net has a great strategy going in. And he is more experienced beyond his years in the wrestling ring. You know, he really studies his footage. He really studies the game. Like I said, he's a natural athlete, so he got that going in. A lot of guys come in wrestling. They're not born that natural athlete. You know, they take a little time.
Showing those skills off right now, driving the knee into the chest there, Jody Christophson, keeping the big man down.
BrandonP.net. Yeah, I think right now he's going for a headlock here, but I think he should really kind of work on that knee. Maybe go for a hold, maybe go for a leg lock or some sort.
And BrandonP.net catching Jody off guard here. Nobody probably anticipated a start like this for BrandonP.net. Oh, interesting way to put on that chin lock there, Johnny.
Yeah, I think he was trying to go for momentum there and lock on that chin lock. I like how he's wrenching back, though. He has to be careful. His shoulders don't hit the mat because he'll be set up for that pinfall. But look at Jody powering up. Jody has a strength advantage. Probably not as strong maybe as Dan Danielson, but possibly the strongest guy in this tournament.
Jody driving the elbows into BrandonP.net. Oh, and Brandon takes out that knee again.
That's what I've been talking about, the athleticism and that experience beyond his years to keep working on that knee.
Jody taking a long time to get back into one leg. Oh, and as soon as he drives that fist in the midsection, .net comes back with a kick. Oh, and he drives that left knee right to the canvas.
When we were talking about Corvus's taking damage to the neck with Titan Thompson, his game plan, I think BrandonP.net's executing his game plan much better than Corvus did. He's focusing 100% on that knee.
Driving his thigh into the leg of Jody Christophson. Now locking up that knee. Oh, look at this. Jody has the ropes, and Brandon is continuing to punch that knee.
Jody's pulling the knee guard down. I mean, you see that the coloring of the knee right there from all those kicks. Jody comes back with a big headbutt.
Another headbutt by Christophson. Looking to send Brandon into the ropes here. Oh, nice drop kick by Brandon.
Wow. See how that elevation he got in that drop kick? Right in the chest. Driving Jody down.
Jody trying to kick out the pain in that leg.
I'm telling you, BrandonP.net, the big dark horse here in the tournament.
Sending Jody back down on the canvas. And while he's hurting that knee there, Johnny, it's going to enable Jody to get that momentum to hit that spear, that finisher that he loves to use. He's not going to be able to get as much speed behind that.
Oh, yeah, that's he's obviously studied tape. He's obviously studied Jody Christophson. He knows about that big spear, and he's trying to watch out for it. Looks like he's trying to set up for it now, but no, he goes to the top of the elbow.
Jody getting a little steam here. Again, kicking that knee out. Nice clothesline there by Jody.
Nice. Nice momentum by Jody. He needs to keep this up.
Jody has BrandonP.net in the corner, looking to whip him in across the ring. Oh, up and over.
BrandonP.net. Oh, I thought he was going to go to the rope, but it looks like the impact on that going to the ropes affected him big time. Nice reversal by Brandon. Go for the cover. 1, 2. Oh. I don't know. He might have had some tights on that one. What do you think?
It looked like he had a handful of tights there to me, Johnny. I don't know. We'll have to take a look at a replay later, maybe see what happened. What?
This is a mistake. This is not something you want to do in such a prestigious tournament. I know it's all about showmanship sometimes, all about gloating. But Jody, boom, their spear.
Jody hit the spear on BrandonP.net. 1, 2, 3.
Jody advances into the semifinals to take on out of control Matt Carlos. What a matchup that's going to be. I can't wait for that next week.
Jody Christophson. I don't know how he was able to build it.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having all pro wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
APW faithful, another second round match in the APW Young Lions Cup 2012. Here comes the Russian Superman, Sasha Derevko.
Making his way to the ring first, representing Battleground Pro Wrestling. From Moscow, Russia, weighing 215 pounds, he is the Siberian Superman, Sasha Derevko.
Sasha Derevko getting set to take on his former partner from just last week, Jeff Cobb here. These guys, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Of course, Jeff Cobb like a technical wizard, but Sasha Derevko just loves to get in there and slug the hell out of everybody.
Derevko and Cobb were very impressive in the first round, and now one-on-one, and Sasha's got his work cut out for him against Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb.
Representing Action Zone Wrestling from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing at 225 pounds, he is Mr. Athletic, Jeff Cobb.
Former Olympian Jeff Cobb getting ready to tear it up here in the ring with the Russian Superman, Sasha Derevko.
Also a former Action Zone Wrestling heavyweight champion. It was not that long ago in the Pacific Challenge when he showed up and really brought it to the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher. But Thatcher, of course, coming out on top. But Cobb has a real opportunity to make big waves here at APW if he gets a victory in the Young Lions Cup.
Impressive show of strength by Cobb, taking the taller Derevko right off his feet with that shove off there from that lockup.
He made it look simple, and Sasha Derevko is not a small man by any stretch of the imagination.
Nope, they don't call him the Russian Superman for nothing there, JJ, but Jeff Cobb just making him look like Wonder Woman.
He's calling him a cheater and complaining to the referee. I didn't see any cheating right now. but Sasha Derevko absolutely did not jump any buildings in the early goings of this one-on-one match with Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb.
Sasha Derevko calling for that Greco-Roman knuckle lock here in the center of the ring. You know this is not going to play out well for Jeff Cobb.
Well, actually, Sasha Derevko taking the cheap way out by kicking him in the breadbasket. Follows it up with some chops and a European uppercut.
Impressive European uppercut by Sasha Derevko leads Jeff Cobb way back in with the choke.
Of course, he was trained by his older brother, Alexis. Oh, duck under clothesline. Cobb with a back.
No. Sasha up and over. Oh, takes out the leg.
He clipped the leg. And is that the difference maker, Shane, and what's going to lead to Sasha picking up a victory?
Well, you know, Jeff Cobb is absolutely amazing on the mat, but if you take out those legs, it's going to make it tough for him to maneuver. He's got those legs tied up in an interesting version of a figure 4 leg lock there.
He's got Mr. Athletic exactly where he wants him. You know, he was trained by his brother Alexis, and both men trained in really, really frigid, horrible conditions in Russia. So to be here, it's like a vacation in California.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? There's one thing, JJ, that I don't want to overlook real quick. Is did you catch that big announcement in the news break? Next week, Will Rude is going to have his first worldwide internet title defense against none other than the former champion wrestling personified Rick Luxury.
No, I didn't miss it. I was paying very close attention. And an interesting dynamic, and whatever it is that's going on between Marcus Mack and Rick Luxury's camp and Matthew Thiel. Thiel having to get his nose into everyone's business. You don't know where he's coming at in that situation. Goes for cover. Sasha Derevko with a 2 count on Cobb.
No. I mean, Marcus Mack has every reason not to trust Matthew Thiel, and I'm with him 100% in that.
Will Rude with an impressive title victory in beating Rick Luxury 2 straight falls recently on the All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars program. And we look forward to a very long, illustrious title run for Will Rude. Rolling snapmare.
Sasha Derevko in complete control of this match, just taking it to Jeff Cobb.
And just a forward thrust to the throat of Mr. Cobb.
Jeff Cobb just able to shrug that one off, but Sasha Derevko just remains in control. Fires into a big sleeper.
Derevko has been firmly in control the whole match thus far, which is very surprising. My money would have been on Jeff Cobb. And he's holding on right now, trying to cut off the ears of Blake. Oh, wait! A chin breaker from Jeff Cobb.
Staggers Sasha Derevko into the corner, and Sasha Derevko's looking to be in a bad way here as Jeff Cobb regains control of this match, fires Derevko off, comes in with the big shoulder block.
Derevko's going to be drinking his soup through a straw for a little while.
He's going to be taking all of his meals through a straw, regardless of what they are.
And right there, he has just mounted him, and just punching away is Cobb under the head of Sasha Derevko.
Just laying into him with those big right hands. Sasha Derevko on Dream Street in the corner as Jeff Cobb fires him off again.
Here comes Cobb. Belly to belly. And release belly to belly suplex by Jeff Cobb. Very impressive, Shane.
Jeff Cobb going up to the top. Don't see this from him much. But this is the high risk but high reward right here on the top rope. Oh, Sasha up.
Oh, and that's the key word is risk, and that's what just happened. He crotched himself on the top after Sasha Derevko threw his body into the ropes.
He's going to be singing soprano for a week after that one, JJ. Derevko, but he's still trying to fight.
Going for the suplex, and Cobb fights out of there. Takes a real man after taking a shot to the cojones to be able to continue fighting like that.
Just continuing to try and fight out of the top rope. What's he going for here?
He's going to go for a victory roll.
Oh, he goes through 1, 2, 3.
Oh, man! He picks up a victory.
And winner by pinfall in 4 minutes and 51 seconds, Mr. Athletic, Jeff Cobb.
It just got a whole lot more interesting, Shane. Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb advances to the next round in the 2012 Young Lions Cup.
I feel sorry for Jeff Cobb. He's got to face either Damien Grundy or J.R. Kratos in the next round of the Young Lions Cup. There is no rest for Jeff Cobb here in this Young Lions Cup tournament this year.
So far, we've got Mikey J, K. Jutler,
and now Jeff Cobb.
Absolutely.
Fans, we've got to take a commercial. We'll be back.
5,
If you would like to get involved behind the scenes with pro wrestling, we are looking for you. All Pro Wrestling is always on the lookout for talented interns in the areas of television production, including commentators, graphic design, and website design. We also have highly paid commission sales and marketing openings. For more information, email your qualifications and resume and tell us which area behind the scenes you'd love to be involved in. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396 or visit us at www.allprowrestling.net.
APW faithful, the final match in the second round.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to this. This is classic UWF Bill Watts style matchup, the Battle of the Bulls, as Damien Grundy gets set to take on JR Kratos here in the second round of the 2012 Young Lions Cup.
Representing APW and the All-Stars with his manager, the self-professed greatest mind in professional wrestling, Matthew Theal of Oakland, California, weighing 180 pounds, the destroyer of man, Damien Grundy.
APW faithful, I can say in all honesty that All Pro Wrestling took out extra insurance by reinforcing the ring for this match. Larry Blackwell was very concerned about this beef in this ring. They have reinforced it for added stability and strength.
What's going on there with Matthew Theal? Is he on mescaline or something? He's just posing in the background with Damien Grundy.
And this woman, representing SPW from Sacramento, California, weighing 165 pounds,
What a beast of a man, JJ. JR Kratos making his way into the ring to face off against the destroyer of man, Damien Grundy.
Both of these two men created the Tower of Power in the first round with an incredible victory and just an explosive tag team, and now it's truly going to be an explosive one-on-one match.
I mean, it was explosive at the end of the match. They were getting set to tear each other apart with not for the interference of Matthew Theal, keeping him away, telling him to save it till the next round of the tournament. I mean, these guys would have killed each other right there.
I have seen head-on collisions that had less intensity and that were not as impactful as the two men colliding in the APW ring.
Man, I'm telling you, I've got to go with the hometown guy. I'm pulling for Damien Grundy here. I'm going to say right now, even if he doesn't win, he should win.
Grundy looks really loose. He actually looks really, really prepared for this match.
If there were any justice in the world, Damien Grundy would win. And that's not me trying to kiss up to Matthew Theal and keep my job as the announcer. I just think that Damien Grundy is one of the most impressive men to step into an APW ring in a long time.
Absolutely.
And that's not to take anything away from JR Kratos, understand. I mean, he's impressive too. But Damien Grundy has got the advantage and the speed, but when I say the advantage, I mean the advantage of having all pro wrestling training, the best in the world.
That APW boot camp training is phenomenal. And look at that, both men locking up like the bulls that they are, and neither man really coming out on top in that early exchange.
Looking for these two guys to tear each other apart here.
Look at that, a little more relaxed from Grundy than I've seen him in the past. Maybe he needs to get a little more serious in this thing, as the intensity is just reverberating off of Kratos. A big slam.
Picks JR Kratos up like he was nothing.
Kratos pops back up, feeling no effect from that slam. That is not seen from somebody getting slammed by Grundy before. On his feet. And a slam from Kratos. And look at that, Grundy.
All that power behind it.
Grundy going to the outside, taking a little bit of a breather. Grundy not used to being treated like that.
No, absolutely. There's nobody as big as Damien Grundy here in All Pro Wrestling, and he's just not used to facing off with somebody with equal strength in that ring every time he steps in there.
I've absolutely never seen him handled that way right now. JR Kratos and Damien Grundy, two of the largest men in All Pro Wrestling history to step foot in the garage.
I just think that Damien Grundy just needs to stick a thumb in the eye and just really take the advantage away from Kratos.
You know, I'm almost getting the impression that you're kind of on the side of Matthew Theal, Shane.
No, I'm not on Matthew Theal's side. I'm just saying, you know, when there's something as important as the Young Lions Cup on the line, you got to do what you got to do to get the victory.
And Damien Grundy attempting to shake the hand of Kratos. Kratos contemplating it, and it looks like, yes, we have a show of respect. Wait a second.
Samoan drop levels Kratos.
And that came straight from the mind of Matthew Thiel.
Damien Grundy stepping in there with a big boot to the back. Kratos trying to roll out of the way, but he's just not quick enough.
And a scoop up from Damien Grundy, the destroyer of man, just slamming and driving JR Kratos into the mat.
Taking off that strap on those workout gloves, choking the life out of JR Kratos right here in the middle of the ring.
You'll notice that our referee is not in a position to notice exactly what's happening.
Damien Grundy doing an excellent job of covering up that choke, and Sparky Ballard just has no clue as to what's going on.
Well, he's using his body as a shield. And look at him smile. He is really enjoying putting the hurt on JR Kratos.
That's what Damien Grundy does. They don't call him the destroyer of man for no reason. I mean, he is out there to absolutely annihilate any opponent that steps in the ring with him.
And Grundy now picking Kratos back up. Kratos just trying to pummel away on the midsection of Damien Grundy. He's back up to a lateral base. And a knee lift from Grundy stops him. Heads him off to the pass.
Grundy gave him a wide window there, but JR Kratos just so worn out, he's not able to take advantage of it. JR Kratos having difficulty even getting to his feet with the assistance of Damien Grundy.
And look at that, he's still trying to go in, but Grundy is in complete control, utilizing that APW training to its full advantage on JR Kratos. An Irish whip, and off the ropes, here comes, a sunset flip from JR Kratos. And he's so close to the ropes, able to get his shoulders up.
JR Kratos able to slow himself way down there and to see what Damien Grundy was going to do and counter that attempted back body drop into a sunset flip.
And Grundy just levels him with a clothesline, cuts him off. And Grundy in firm control dumps Kratos to the outside. Kratos has not been handled like this before either. It's a unique situation for both men to be in that they're not used to being in the ring with opponents that are of similar size.
Grundy heading out to the floor. He's got bad intentions in mind for JR Kratos right now here in the war zone.
And trying to drive his...
Kratos blocks!
And Grundy gets a face full of mat from JR Kratos.
Now Grundy in a bad way. Matthew Thiel has got to be in a panic out there.
Driving a forearm smash right across the back. I had said earlier on in the tournament in the first round that Grundy was the odds-on favorite. He's the one who's got the odds on winning the whole thing. But JR Kratos is a close second.
Reversal slams Kratos right into that steel post on the outside of the ring.
That steel post has absolutely no give, and his facial muscles just collided with that steel right by the fans, right in the heart of APW faithful territory.
Grundy slid in to break the count, now picks Kratos up and throws him in, going in hopefully for a win here. Let's see if Damien Grundy can get a pin.
That's where the Destroyer of Man wants to get the victories inside the ring.
I think it's a mistake not to go for the pin there, JJ. That could cost him.
We're 5 minutes in. Irish whip. Damien Grundy, goes for a leg clothesline. And it just gets clothesline, and he just really got rocked. Matthew Thiel on the apron, Shane.
What a surprise. Matt Thiel interjecting himself in this match yet again. That's two matches now, 2 matches in a row that we've seen Matthew Thiel butting in, causing a disturbance.
And here we go. Shane, he's got his hands on Thiel. That's right. Oh, no! He rolled out of the way, and Grundy just hit Thiel.
Classic Thiel, taking a shot from his own man right in the mouth.
JR Kratos is scouting him. And he just speared him. He caught him right in the heart.
1, 2.
He kicked out.
Grundy able to kick out.
How did Grundy do it, Shane? I can't believe that he got out from that spear.
The strength and power. JR Kratos setting up for it again.
With a second one. A second spear. Kratos with a cover.
2, 3.
JR Kratos beats Grundy. I can't believe it, Shane.
And the winner by pinfall at 6 minutes and 9 seconds.
With a huge victory over APW's own Damien Grundy, the Thiel Stars are all out of the Young Lions 2012 tournament. JR Kratos advances to the next round, Shane.
There's not going to be a repeat for Matthew Thiel this year. Looks like Perry Von Vicious is going to be the lone Young Lions Cup champion in the All-Stars camp.
What a shocking victory. Honestly, I would have had money on Damien Grundy. I just can't believe that GR Kratos beat him tonight, but anything can happen in the Young Lions Cup tournament. That is what is so phenomenal about the drive that these young Lions have to try to win the whole thing.
Honestly, Matt Thiel cost Damien Grundy that match. I think that I think he got involved, and it really just Damien Grundy was distracted by the fact that he had just clobbered Matt Thiel, and that was the end for him. That's just all there is to it.
We look forward to the next round in the Young Lions Cup tournament. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.